And welcome back to Paranormal Unplugged. And how we all doing this week, guys?
Good, hanging in there.
All right. So we are back live, and we're going over some tech stuff this week on this podcast. So
First, I want to talk about. Everyone knows we lost Eric Julian this week. I'm going to give you some information. His visitation is Saturday. The services are Saturday, December 7th, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. It says. I think it's going to 3 p.m. now. Conklin Funeral Home, 30 North Chestnut Street, Dillsburg, PA, is where that will be at. Celebration of life. The celebration life will be right at 2:00. So I just want you guys to all know that. For those who don't know,
Yeah, I hope to see a lot of people there.
Yeah. Eric was one of the founders of the Bash. He worked with us from the beginning with Pam and I, and he's going to be greatly missed.
Mm-hmm. And that is an understatement.
Yep. So, but we are going to Tech Night tonight. We decided to show you how we do the show. Is everything is pretty much Tascam equipment we use, besides some of the cameras that we're using up here, because Tascam doesn't make cameras. They are all sound. So sound specialists. So tonight we're going to start with a lavalier mic, which is a 10. Was it the DR
10L Pro.
That's it. DR 10L Pro lavalier mic. It's a recorder. Kevin, take it away.
All right. So this it looks like this little box, which is kind of pretty cool because it's everything in one. So you don't need to have the boom mic. Everything's controlled from this, which is great because it's also Bluetooth. I have my notes here, so excuse me, guys. It lets you control the recorder remotely. So when you have a Bluetooth device hooked to it, it actually has an app. I'm skipping around here for some of the stuff, but it has an app that goes to it. So basically, you can have this have 10 of these hooked up to this app. And while you're filming or doing an event or something like that, depending on how you have it set, it can last up to, I think they said 24 hours. So it's actually pretty cool. So you have the little microphone, plugs in the top, screw it down in there. Then you have a AKB1 or BT1.
Yeah, you'll need that.
You'll need this for the Bluetooth. And you can have all these set up as Bluetooth coming through the device. So with this, it's a 32-bit float. So you don't need to, you do one adjustment and have everything adjusted. So if somebody starts talking really loud, it fades it out and makes it one level, which makes it super nice. You can get, it also has a micro SDX compatible. So you can put the micro card in here and have everything recorded straight to this. So that'll have it, and it has a little LED screen in front of it. So you can actually do all your adjustments on here. You've got your menu, your fast forward, your enter, you have the headphones. You can also do and put the earphone jack in here, so you can actually hear exactly what's going on from this. So that's pretty neat. I think about
You can
that.
operate that from your phone too, can't you?
Yes, when it's hooked to the Bluetooth, you can operate it from your phone. You can actually see what's been recorded on here, and so that makes it pretty neat. So then the 32-bit float, there's no need to fine-tune the recording levels. So everything's just right there. You set it up, it's ready to go. Anything gets loud, low, it kind of processes.
Yeah, it works with the high and low peaks.
High and low peaks. Yeah. It also has a dual annual digital converter. So it has the analog and the digital converter built into it. It also allows you to complete sounds on a dynamic range. The recorder, you can also record MPV, MPSs, or full PCM files, and supports the micro D X or DXC cards up to a 512. So 512 will get you a lot of sound on one little card, which is pretty neat. And like I said, you can listen through the headphones. It also takes 2 AAA batteries. You can get lithium batteries. That gives you up to more hours of charging, depending on how you have it probed in. So the Bluetooth, you can control up to 5. I misspoke. I said 10 from the app. You can control 5 of these from the app.
Okay.
Which is kind of neat. And then it also has a limited time adjustment, low cuts, the full, and you can use it in removable and unwanted background noises also from this. So if you have like an air conditioning going in the background, you can actually take it out completely, and just, it's pretty neat. It's really a neat little device. I can't wait to start using these.
They're great for weddings and stuff like that. 'Cause you
Yeah.
just hook them up to the person, they have them on their bodies and do their vows, and it's crystal clear.
And what's going to be neat about it is
How they power up.
they have two AAA batteries in it. You got a slide on the side here, and this one actually has batteries in it, I do believe. And you just little slide on the side here, it opens up, so it can't be turned off by mistake. It has a cover over top of it, but
That door, yeah.
the door opens up like so, and your batteries inside there. It's got the menu, fast forward, reverse.
And they're not flimsy buttons on the bottom.
No,
either.
they're not.
They're not something that you can bump into. Let me show them up to the camera here.
Here, one second. I'll get you.
No, you don't have to open that up. I get it.
There you go. I'll flip you over to Steve here. And
So you show it under there. Where's the camera? There it is. So there's all your buttons on the bottom that you can use on this. This is your menu button, and then you have your up and down, enter in your phones, all right there.
so everything in one. I mean, it's kind of
It's all right there.
Here.
It's all right there.
So you gotta get the camera right. There we go.
And then on the top, you actually have the place for the Bluetooth. That little part comes out where his finger's at right now.
There it is. Tascam.
Oh, you got it turned off. And then the Bluetooth goes on the very top of there.
Yep. Goes right in this slot right here. You slide this out. Get it out. They are very tight. You just take this little block out here on the top. And then you take I'm going to grab that out of there.
Yeah, there you go.
You take your Bluetooth module, which is squared just like this little module, and you slide it right in the right way, Steve. Get it right yet. I had it right the first time. There. So it clicks in like that.
It's pretty simple.
Yep.
And of course,
And then it's getting ready to record right now. You put your time, date in, everything else, and then start your records.
and then
File numbers.
you can show them the microphone, how it goes in there.
Yeah, the
It also
microphone
tucks
just
in
goes,
straight in there.
which is great on this, because when this goes in, I want to talk to, I got to turn my mic down a little bit. We did some adjustments. This screws on, so there's no way if you're at a wedding, someone gets
Pulled
excited, it gets pulled out, and then you lose your audio. So it's another great thing Tascam did with the DR10 out Pros.
And it also has a clip that you can actually clip it
Yeah.
onto your
You
waistband.
just pull the power button back down on the side here, and that's how you turn it on and off.
And you can put it in your pocket,
You put that back.
put it behind the behind the dress. You know, there's a little hook that hooks onto the back here, which is pretty cool.
So, but we all, since we're already onto the Tascam, well, you took
You wanna
me
go
back
back?
off. Yeah, since we're going back, we're going to go to Midcast 4. I'm going to call it the M4 because Mixcast 4 is a little tongue twister for me. So I'm just going to call it the M4 as I go through this. This is what we use for podcasts. It's been compared to the Rode Podcaster, and it comes with, when you buy this, it also comes with online software editing program, free, to where Rodecaster doesn't. A lot of those editing programs you have to pay for. So, but we'll go over this. I'm going to go just the minor parts of it. I'm not going to go into deep detail with this because there is a lot of videos, and I don't want to use up a ton of time on this. But I'm going to go over the basic features on it. So the Midcast 4 handles 4 mics. They're right back here, the LXR. See if I can bring my camera to the back there. So we got 2 hooked up right now, and you have 3, 4. There's 4 jacks back here. You have 4 headphone jacks on this side. You have a USB. You have a line-in RCA line-in or out on the back here. In the front, you have a TRRS 3.5 millimeter jack. So if you're a gamer and you want to use your gaming headphones and your mic, you can use it right from the front up here. And all you have to do is go into your controls and switch that you're using the podcaster from the front and not the rear, and it would automatically hook into that mic. These are solo buttons, so if you want to go solo, it says I'm shutting myself off. So if I want to cancel anyone that's in the show and just go solo, like I can cut everyone else out, now they talk, you're not going to hear them, you're only going to hear me, so I'm solo. If I want to mute myself, I can just mute myself like that. And this button up here, the talkback button, is if there's someone in the room and I want to talk to them without anyone hearing anything on the podcast, I just hold that button. I can talk to whoever it is, and they'll hear me without it going over through the podcast, which is really cool. That's a good feature. This feature over here is how you record your podcast. We don't record our podcast because there's no need to. It goes right onto Facebook and Instagram, wherever else you have it, going to YouTube. So, but you can record anything you're doing. And then what you'll do is if you get to a certain spot of the show and you want to go over that again, you can mark it by hitting the mark button here and then hit the mark button back off. And that'll mark that spot where you have down here on your bottom. As you can see, I'm talking, but you can't see it on there. These numbers here light up, tell me which mic, like these guys can't see, but talk to your mic, Kev.
Hello.
See, Kevin goes red.
Hello.
These go red to let me know who's talking. 1, 2, 3, 4, the mics. This is your Bluetooth, your USB. This is a phone. Someone calls in. I can pick up a phone call right through the podcast and go right into the whole program. And then these are our sound effect buttons. You can put whatever you want in here, which are really cool. There's 64 banks, so 8 banks. So it gives you 64. And I'll play one for you. Oh, can't hear it. Can't use. So there's, we have like the drums, and there's all different ones. When you see that one, that's if someone swears, I can cut them out. You know, we got all these different sound effects. We go through here. If you see on the top board, I can switch through them. We got a couple of our own in here. So.
That was not that hard.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, it was
Put them in there either. That wasn't that bad to put them in there.
the Bluetooth is great. The only thing I wish Tascam had done with this, and maybe they did it for the sliders. These sliders work really nice. I think what they could have done is put some kind of dust foam or something here so that dust won't go down into the board. But I guess they did it so these slide nice and easy, because I think if you had something there, it may make it a little rough and may cause a little static into the electronics or something, feedback or something. So yeah, I'm sure there's a reason why they didn't put that in there. Otherwise, it's a pretty much like metal frame up here, but the outside of it's plastic. It's very well built. We love it. I'm going to go through some of the features here. If you want to adjust the mics here, you have what I call a hamburger panel here, or you have down here, you can click on, you'll see the screen change to USB, and then I can go from USB just to here, smartphone, Bluetooth, mic 1. I can change it from condenser to dynamic mic if I was using a dynamic mic. The thing is, with a dynamic mic condenser, you have to have phantom power. So if you don't need the phantom power, you can go right to, you would set it to dynamic. See, now I'm gone. But I'm back on condenser. I should kick back on any second now. There you go. So I'm back on. This is the button you switch from front to rear. If you're using mic 1 and you're going to use the TRRS, you would hit that button, and you can use a gaming headset and mic. You have your voice settings here. If you click on that, you have deep. You'll hear my voice change: deep, then mid, then bright, then manual. I can go to manual and then hit the toolbar, and I can adjust anything I want to make my voice sound like on there. My gain, my frequency, whatever I want to do. But I like to keep mine on deep because I just think it sounds a lot better. You have a compressor here. You can change that too. Make your voice sound soft, hard, or I can go to manual again, and I can adjust my ratio, my threshold, anything else I want to do. But we don't work with that. We just use the deep. Keep that on now. Then you go to mic 2. I can adjust Kevin's. I can adjust Andrew's on mic 3, and so and so. You change the effect of your voice too. You can get reverb. Let me go back to 1. Mic 1 here. And say I want to change the reverb. I can just hit the reverb button. And now I sound like I'm in a closet. And the more and more I go, I can make the gain go up. And that's pretty cool. Now. Hello. So
It's in the tunnel.
yeah. So there's a lot you can do with the Midcast where I'm not going real deep into this. You can have your decibels where your threshold is right here where the 12s are. So this line right here is that. Now, if you don't want those dials, you can just tap the screens. These are gone. Now they're back on. So it's really cool how this works. And if you go Bluetooth and on Bluetooth, there's an icon right in this blank spot here, which will come up and show you your Bluetooth's on. Let's see what else I'm forgetting here. You can go through the hamburger thing too. What I'm doing here is I'm showing you through the front touch screen, which is little icons here. But if you don't want to use those and your eyes aren't that good, you can go right to the hamburger, hit this, mic 1. All your mics are here. You can tap them. You can adjust them. Mic 1, mic 2, and so on. You want to keep your level. Not see right now I'm a little high, so I'm hitting the red. If I want to turn that down, I can turn my mic down like that a little bit more. Now I'm not hitting that peak unless I have to talk really loud. But try and go through the other settings here. This would be your smartphone. You have your voice settings. You have talkback mode, Bluetooth. You would pair it by hitting pairing. And I want to do that because we are paired with our phones, and it would put us off the show if I hit that now because we pair into Bluetooth. And so on. So that's the basic things. I say it's great to have something like this for your podcast. Up top here is all your volumes for your headphones. Now, if I talk loud enough, I don't know whose headphones I'm on now.
That's me.
So if I really want to blow Kevin's ears out, believe me, it's blowing his ears out right now. You don't have to turn these up much. You just turn them up just a hair. I mean, Tascam's come really went well with the headphones. So if you're deaf like me, it'll blow your ears out.
What?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you hear me now?
So the power screws in on the back, which you can't see, but which is cool. So you can't pull the power cord out really. It screws into the back the Mixcast 4. The XLR, there's no play that I find. Pretty much very minimal play in the cables. So it's a great unit. It's great to use for your podcast. There's so much more this can do if you're doing editing and post production of your podcast and stuff like that. There's just other settings I didn't go into that you can go into. Like I said, there's plenty of videos that show you that on YouTube. What this can do, but highly recommend this for your podcast. It's amazing what it does. The mics we're using, I'm using a TM 180 mic here. Yeah, I think yours is an 80, isn't it?
Mine's an 80. Yeah.
His is an 80.
I'm going to bring up the regular camera here.
So, but you can tell that they pretty much sound the same. They're both condenser mics. They're not dynamic mics. That's about pretty much it.
And Tascam has not paid for this advertisement at all. This is something that Steve had, we all got together and bought this here. He had a smaller, what was the other ones you're using?
I have a 42, which I'm glad you said that. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab that. So you guys keep talking, everyone. Hold on.
So basically, we started off with a smaller one, and we were going to use the smaller one. And then Steve saw this one online and said, hey, I think it's something that we should invest into. So we decided to invest into it. And it turned out to be really a better choice because there's more sound effects. There's more capabilities of doing stuff on this. Like I said before, to load up the sound effects, that was one of the easiest things I think I could do because it comes through the computer, and then you can actually pick your sound effect from online, change it up, put it in there, and send it to the keyboard, and the keyboard gets everything ready to play, and then it's set there, and you have, I think, there's a bunch of slots that go through there, and you can name them too, so it's kind of nice to be able to name all those. So, Starting the podcast started off really small, and we've actually brought some more stuff into
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to show you what else. If you can't,
My turn.
this unit runs about, the Mixcast 4 runs about $400. You can get the Tascam US 42 for your podcast. It's a smaller unit. This is what we used to use. It has the 3 pawns instead of 64 different pawns you use. You have 3 at least on here. And this is your effect button to change your voice and stuff like that. You have your headphones. You can use 2 headphones on this unit. This is your power on button. Let's see if we can get under the camera. Power on button. Let me switch it this way.
There you
Yeah,
go.
power on. There we go. USB. So you get pretty much what this has, but this does a lot more. You can plug your XLR mics right into the top of this. This is your level. Your reverbs here, your volumes here, your condenser mic or dynamic mic buttons for each side, and your volume for each mic. And then when you go on air, you click on air. This will light up saying you're on air. You can talk. Your headphone jacks are in the back there. You have an extra mic jack back here, so you actually have 3 mics. So if you want to go a cheaper route, Tascam does make the US 42. We used it for a while, so it works good. We just want to go a little bit more. We had more control and more features, so we went to Mixcast.
And as you guys notice, we're going back between 2 cameras right now. We're going to have the capability of having 4 cameras up at once and go back through them and show different angles of the show, different places. When we go to different investigations and stuff like that, and do podcasts from there, we can actually have 4 cameras up and we can go to different views of what we have going on. So that's going to be pretty cool too.
The only problem I found out with the Mixcast 4, I wish Tascam had done this. When we got this, we just noticed this the other day. We didn't check this firmware update. Firmware update on this, I was missing some features on this when I went to a video and said, how do I do this? So I went on YouTube, like I'm asking you guys to do, and I looked at some of the features that I thought we had on this, but I couldn't find them. And the reason why I couldn't find them is because we weren't updated on our firmware. So our firmware was right from the factory. So if you get one of these, check the version of firmware. It should be 1.37.
Yeah.
1.37. So you want that firmware in there, and then how you do it, which I wish Tascam made a lot easier, where you can just plug in from the computer and upload it right into the Mixcast. You can't do that. You have to take a fresh SD card out, and well, you can probably use the one you got in there if you have one in there for your studio. Take it out, download it, the firmware onto the SD card, then put the SD card back into the Tascam Mixcast 4, and you have to hold this button, the mark button, down, and then hit the power on, and that will upload your new firmware into your Mixcast 4. If you don't hold this button and this button, there's a button on the side back here, the power button and this button at the same time, it doesn't upload it. And you'll be sitting here going crazy like we did for like 3 hours trying to figure out why it wouldn't upload. And we thought it was our computers. We thought we had a bad
SD card
upload or download, and we were going crazy for a little while here until we figured out what was going on. Right?
Yeah, the kind of
better
directions really didn't make too much sense. We went through a couple of videos and found them on there, and then we're like, okay, this got to be this way, and finally figured out how to get it and got it up there. So it actually, and it was amazing because once that firmware took effect, the whole board just lit up in a whole different way.
Right.
I mean, it just took control of the whole thing. So it was kind of neat.
Good. All right. I was just making sure.
You checking on the?
Yeah. I changed my settings, but I didn't.
So, but there's some changes coming to the show. We're going to have some different episodes coming in and different things happening.
We're going to bring more Tascam equipment out. We have a Porta Capture 6 here. We have the DR 70, I believe it's called. I don't have it on me right now. Shotgun mic. We just got the TM 200 SG shotgun mic. We haven't tested that out yet because we just got it. We'll be testing that out in the field probably be doing that next week. Do a video on that.
What's
get that
next
out.
week?
Next week we're looking to go to a haunted location and probably spend 2 nights there.
Next week?
Wait,
Yeah,
next weekend is
If
the
we can.
13th, right?
yeah, why?
Well, that's the night here.
That's this
No,
week.
we're going during the week. Not the weekend.
Okay.
No, we're going to go during the week. We're not going to go on the weekend. No.
Oh, okay. You going local?
Was an hour and a half from here?
2.
Is
I
it
think,
2
I
hours?
think it's about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
So,
asked, my invite must have got lost.
No, you're going.
Oh, okay.
no, you're going.
You're
yeah,
going.
You get 2 nights.
You have to go.
Oh, you mean I have to sleep on location?
Jim can-
You have to
Enjoy it
sleep
too,
on
so-
location.
I want to see if there's beds there first.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not camping out on the ground. My back won't handle it.
Neither will mine.
So
It has heat. It has heat.
It has heat though.
It has heat.
Has a kitchen.
And
wait,
it's a new look.
I'm going to turn you down a little bit, Kev, because you're like,
Where we're sleeping, is it haunted? Is what I'm
Yes.
asking.
yeah.
Andrew has not really done an overnight.
Jim's in the
haunted
audience
area.
over here. Jim's welcome to go too. He wants to go for 2 nights. Jim goes with us. You know where we're going?
No.
We're going to the dog house. There's the dog.
Doss.
Doss house. I said dog
Oh,
house.
Doss.
The Doss house.
Where's that?
See, my brain's fried. So.
It's
Not that I would know. Just
I don't
north,
remember.
south.
It's north,
Okay.
Where is-
northwest.
Where's the town? Hold on, I'll look it up quick.
It's a newer location, and we haven't got anything set in stone yet, have we?
No, I'm actually waiting for the girls to get back.
So we're preempting and saying we're doing this, so it could change.
I did change the settings on my mic so I can tell right now.
But,
That's really crap.
Is there any back history to it?
I'm gonna change that.
I don't know the whole history of the place.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
just
curious.
I just know it's a haunted location. It's a new spot that's been opened up. So we're waiting to get confirmation and do the
Is that
podcast.
Holly's girl's place?
Yes,
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
and it's a new
There we go.
location.
Yeah, no,
and
as long as I'm open to that, I really enjoy that.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
I
pretty
thought
cool.
you'd like to go.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to do have Jim do some table tipping over there and set everything up. And
I
I
just
think
got a new supply of oil.
Oh, cool. so. I think it'll be a pretty neat location. I think they have. I think she said to have internet there, and they have internet there. If they don't, then we'll just record everything and then we'll put a broadcast out later.
I would think the girls have internet there.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So
I mean, if they're listening, they can call in. Text me on my phone first. Let me know you're going to call in, and then I'll put the Bluetooth onto the Mixcast, and we can put you right through.
but I think it's going to be pretty interesting with all this different.
Yeah. See,
Setups that we
I said
have now.
hello, and they haven't answered me.
So it's
Ladies, you must answer your Facebook if you want business.
I think it's going to be quite an interesting. It's the growth of what's going on with this podcast with the different things on it is kind of neat. Because it started off with one camera,
Yeah, well,
a USB camera, and now
we
it's
started with the Mixcast 4,
Yeah.
didn't we? I mean,
Yeah.
the US 42.
Yeah.
Again, this little unit here is what we started off with.
And
And
then
we
we're going to-
progressed to go up to, I mean, this is if you're not going to have a lot of guests and you're just doing your own podcast at home, this little unit will do it for you. You don't need to have the big Mixcast. It's a lot cheaper, but it works really well. There is a 32. This is the 42. There's a 32, but the 32 only has one mic on top. So where these 2 XLRs on top, there's only one. So that's this jack. Listen, see how good Tascam sounds? So sensitive Tascam equipment is. But you have everything right here.
But they do strictly audio, not
that's it.
not
Audio recording. That's it.
You got a creator and a broadcast button on the front here. But it pretty much
Wish
does
they did cameras.
what this
Yeah,
does, but
wow.
this is more like if you want to edit and get your gains, your reverb, your threshold, and all that adjustment, you can do that on this one. The 42, you can't. You can't do any adjustments on it. It's what it is, how it's going to sound. But to this, you can. So
And what's neat about this here, since we've been using it, it's run from the Mixcaster. It runs into the computer, which all the sound gets everything brought back in here from the headphones and everything else gets processed through that, sent to the computer. Now, the second thing that I have working on here, it's an RGB link that I picked up. Can't show it to you right now because it's hard to move, but it's a mini. It holds up to 4 cameras. It has a T-bar on it, which you can slide back and forth, or you can actually just go like that. There's different settings you can do with it. And that's taking the sound from the Mixcaster and it's going into this, which also is now being pushed into the computer. So everything's melding into one. So instead of having each camera have their own sound to it, those sounds are turned off. Everything is getting done through the Mixcaster. So that's why everything sounds so crisp now, because when I'm doing my stuff for my show on gunsmithing, I have the cameras doing the sound, and sometimes the camera doesn't even pick up on the sounds. It gets real raspy and stuff. So it's getting to be really interesting to see.
Crystal's excited to see what evidence. I'm echoing.
Echo. Out there, I see it now.
Well, I'm sure I'll
Yeah.
be like
The guinea
the guinea pig, just.
I was playing with your mic.
Are you changing my voice too?
Yeah, I can change your voice. Go ahead and talk.
Hello.
That make you deep. There
Deep?
you go.
I'm deep. You just call me Deep Throat.
Talk now.
I'm talking now.
See,
See?
it's hard.
It's hard.
It takes more of the filtration out. So now.
So it's kind of neat, the little thing to play with. Yeah, and if everything goes to go for this location, it should be quite an interesting night.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
You guys.
Well, it's going to be a new location for all of us, so it's going to be
I
kind of
get
neat.
it. I'm excited too. It's just
You're scared.
Crystal says she loves to watch the facial
You're
expression.
scared of the dark.
I'm not scared of the dark. I'm scared of.
It's going to be the funny thing is he has a bunny suit he's going to have to wear.
The bunny suit. My ass.
Andrew Darling is scared of the dark.
How scared is he? See how that works? He has his microphone going to weird voices, and mine's coming normal.
Yes.
See, that's the voice he's going to hear when he's in
I'm
the
coming
bathroom.
for your soul. That's what you're going to hear in the middle of the night. I'm coming for your soul.
No, you're gonna hear my tires screeching out of there.
No, there's a jar that the keys go into. Oh, that's a different party.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So you have a lot of fun with this thing. I'm telling you, it's like a really great piece of equipment. I love it.
So you guys, let us know if you saw the opening of the show, what you think of that. There's a new ending to the show, which we're doing also.
Yeah, I figured you guys all knew our names by now because Kevin used to go, "Oh, I'm Kevin, and this is Andrew," and I'd be Gary or Bob or Frank
or Lucy.
and something like that.
Yeah, well, I was just going by what I saw in a couple of podcasts I watched, and
He's a follower.
Hey, they have millions of followers, so it's not a bad thing.
So Kevin's inviting everyone to his house for his Christmas party. Tell us about your Christmas party, Kevin.
The wife's in charge of that. I don't know anything about it.
It's keys in a jar.
It's keys in the jar. Yeah.
Just throw it out there and invite everyone out there. Anyone wants to come out.
Hey, homemade pizza.
Why is my mic's? Oh, I got to turn myself down.
Yeah, you do. Honestly,
I talk loud, so it's like, ooh.
he's got that.
Plus, I got the mic heading towards him. Andrew will have his own mic next week.
He won't be the stepchild
Yeah, I'm
anymore.
still a stepchild. It's all right. I guess I'm still like the
So we have to
test
angle-
run. This is still a trial.
No,
you
no,
know?
that was the first day.
Oh, okay.
I sound like I'm in a closet right now because my mic is mostly pointing at
Steve's
him.
always in the closet.
See, his is right there, so you can talk right into the mic.
I was told I talk very soft, so we changed that up. So is that
Turn this
better?
up a little bit better. See, now it's pointing at me, so and my voice comes in better. Thing, sound like a radio host.
Wishful thinking.
Now with that Jersey accent.
Yeah, right. With Jersey accent.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that doesn't have the Jersey
You know what I
accent.
had for breakfast this morning?
Taylor Ham.
Yes, I did.
Taylor,
sir.
did you have it on the Kaiser roll?
No,
Salt,
I cut
pepper,
the bread. I got to lose weight.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah, I started going into hibernation way too early.
Can we like sponsor Ozempic or something?
I'm on Ozempic. I don't understand why. You know what? I went off it. I was on it, and I lost. Honestly, I lost like 15 pounds.
Really?
Honest, God, stuff does work. All right, lost 15 pounds. Then I started reading this stuff. Pam's like, I don't know if you want to use that stuff. I said, why? She goes, it says it freezes your gut or something like that, like stops digestion or something like that. I'm like, oh, I don't need that crap now. I don't need that. So I went off it. And then my doctor found out that went off it. Get back on there. It's not going to happen to you. Whatever. So
That's
now I'm
because
back on it.
That's because
But
you're
once you come
diabetic.
off it,
You gain weight.
you gain weight like twice as much.
Yep.
So I was like,
Oh man.
yeah.
So that's
Not only that,
Mm.
the Pepsi products weren't helping me. You know, when you're diabetic, you're not supposed to be drinking soda. So
well, can we do like a backdoor deal?
yeah, it's backdoor deal.
Just
Well,
like a month.
this is, you notice my Pepsi glass ain't here tonight.
No.
He's got his purple cup.
I got vodka. No, it's water.
We haven't got to that part of the show yet.
Yeah.
If I drank that much, I wouldn't be standing here. I'd be like,
we hadn't had the episode yet.
so I figure if you drink water, you
I
fill
should
up on
bring
water. Water
some.
fills you up. I'll
Oh, yeah.
just lose the weight quick. I lose weight quick.
Ice water makes you lose weight.
I just
faster.
gotta eat. I just gotta eat normal. I was gonna go on that. What was that diet you were on? What were you?
Keto,
Yeah,
keto
you
diet.
still doing it? That
No, I need to do.
say he did
something.
what I
got
did.
shit.
He went off. Say, Jim, you might come in here and say hi. They'll see you on the camera.
Oh, come on.
Everyone knows Jim, but Jim's sitting in the audience right now, so I just figured.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. It worked good, and it wasn't hard. A friend told me though, this was a doctor's advice. He was on a hematologist, and he wanted him to lose some weight. This guy wasn't excessively overweight. He just said to not take any carbs after like 1 o'clock. So in other words, you can have carbs, but have them in the morning, like breakfast or up till noon, and afternoon, no carbs. And God, just doing that, he lost like 20 pounds in 4 months.
I try to do the fasting, but by like 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
I just
I
turn into
call
an
today. I
asshole.
call all the bread.
Now he said what you do, doing something like that, you feel very restrictive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I do. It's
that's
just
the only. Yeah, that's the only.
See, I'm used to being like at
that food
180.
anger is a real thing.
About
It
180. 180s.
There you are, Jim. You're on camera right now. Just for a split second. There's Jim. There's Jim. See, I got the other camera to work. It's not fully charged. That's why it's blinking. Sorry, guys. So there you go. And it died right after I did it. Get
So Jim is here. He's sitting over there in a chair.
Oh,
And Kevin's playing with Kevin before you unplug the show again.
17-hour shift. I don't miss that
Oh,
shit. I remember doing
man.
that as a
So
cop.
in the comments, guys, if you have, I'm still blowing myself out. I can hear it. Well, I'm telling you, we are still working with the mixed cast because we had it all adjusted, but we didn't have the new firmware in it. And now when I talk, I'm a loud talker. Pam yells at me all the time. Will you quiet your voice? And when I talk on there, I get distorted. So I have to do some more adjustments on this mic, which
He
I'll
gets
do after the
excited
show. I'm
really
not going to
quick.
do it during the show.
He gets so excited and his voice goes up. Kind of like a schoolgirl on the playground.
So it's not the Tascam products, guys, that are getting distorted. To me, talking too loud and my threshold set way too high on this. So I'll fix that later on.
Yeah, because we had it set perfect the other day.
Yeah, and
You want me to switch?
well, I
over?
had the mic on me, but I still have it pointing at Andrew. So if I don't have it on me, it's not like it could be that piece of equipment over there. It might be distorting me.
No, it's not distorting it. That comes straight out of there.
Okay,
So it comes straight out of there.
so I'm
into
gonna
that.
blame
That's-
something
yeah,
besides
he's
just
gotta
blame
blame anybody.
So I don't know. There
You're
you
next,
go.
Andrew,
It's
so
on
watch
right
out.
there.
I get it all the time. So
Yeah.
It's whatever.
we're the whipping boys.
Do I sound the right, folks? Go in the comments and say, okay. If I sound crappy, let me know.
He sounds crappy or crabby.
Either way. Either way.
Same thing.
I was hoping one of the DOS House members were listening in and they'd call in or put something in chat. So we need to
Damn.
speak to them.
That
I don't know
is.
if your doctor's listening in. I need to get that Ozempic.
Why? Oh yeah, I guess you do.
There we go.
No, you're skinny. You don't have to wait to you. You're like a paperweight. You blow away in a
What are
way.
you, what, 5, what,
5'8".
5'8".
5'8"?
He's 5'8" and about maybe 165 pounds.
I wish.
What are you, 200?
No, I just hit 190.
Oh my God.
190.
Yeah,
My
I'm used
lowest-
to being like 175.
My lowest, I was 195.
Where are you now?
I'm at 245, 250.
Holy crow.
That's after being over 400 pounds at one
I'm only
point.
140.
Really? I didn't.
In dog years?
You up to that one? Wow.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had,
up to
about
212.
9 years ago, I had
I'm
gastric
at 212.
bypass.
That's why I got to lose 10 pounds. I'm used to being at 200.
We can get 10 pounds really quick.
I'll
With a
get rid of it.
chainsaw.
Yeah.
I went back on the Ozempic, so it's gonna just started last week, so it's gonna go. Boom. I haven't eaten much today at all.
That's what
because
Ozempic does. It just takes away your
it takes
hunger.
away your hunger, so you're not hungry.
See, that's the thing. When I start doing something, if I get into doing things, working out in the garage or working in the shop and start working on stuff, after having a gastric bypass, I could not eat all day long. And I get yelled at.
Nah,
Any questions in there? Anyone have any questions?
She's
Feel free to.
Crystal's 5'8" and
Oh no, I'm sure. I'm 5'8". Everybody, midget, and I got all the jokes, the short jokes, but whatever.
No
tell you what, though,
questions.
you
That's
know-
why I get questions on the midcast. We're here.
Every time I get on an airplane, I'm like, you know what? Screw you, tall bastards.
yeah,
Nice and comfy.
I mean, come on. See that right there?
Yeah.
That's from going hunting, hitting your head on the top of a tree.
Yeah, he was going hunting the other day. I gotta tell everyone this. So
I would-
Jerry Swope, they're going
I saw his
hunting.
son got his buck.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
son
so
got it.
his son goes out. Jerry's son goes out and gets this nice buck. These other two old farts, they sit out in the woods from what time?
We got there. Well, we
4
got there.
o'clock,
We got
3
there
o'clock?
4 o'clock
Until like dark,
And
9, whatever.
till 8 or 9. We heard 6 gunshots the whole time, far away, nothing, and all we saw was orange vests and orange hats in the
pumpkin
woods.
attached.
Yeah, that was it.
Uh,
That was my first experience going hunting in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's why I can't do it.
It was cold. It was 19 plus air, wind blowing. It was cold.
That's nothing for you.
No, that's true.
when we
It's
He's used to
warmer
50 below.
years
It's
ago,
warmer in
when
Wyoming right
we used to
now.
Is
cave
it
all
really?
the time.
It'll be warm here. It's gonna be in
We
the
were
50s.
caving
next week.
off the Shenandoah River down
Uh-huh.
in Virginia, deer season, and we were elevated way above everybody. And the people barred any hunting on their lands, but they allowed us to go caving. So while we were there, there's all these freaking deer up there with us on the highlands, and no lie, they're looking down at the riverside and they're watching all the hunters. They're like 150 feet up in the air over these guys. And they looked at us. There was like 5 or 6 of us cavemen. They realized we were no danger. Shit, they were right. I could have thrown a rock and hit them. But it was all, they were looking down at all them hunters and it was like laughing.
Even when I hunted in Jersey years ago, before we moved to Wyoming, and I'd sit in the tree and I'd have a cigarette and deer were still underneath me. I'd ash on their back. They were just so used to people. Whereas when you go to Wyoming, even if an antelope saw you from 1,000 yards, they were gone. You know what I mean? And they're not used to human scent. So same thing with elk. It's just they're not used to seeing humans, and it's not like the deer here where it's just like they become pets, and that's why I lose just kind of like that thrill. I don't want to say a thrill, but it's not a true stalk to me.
Yeah. I just saw a joke, a meme on Facebook. It showed a lady throwing her husband's hunting gear into the washer, and she's throwing those beads in the washer. Goes, honey, I'm helping you catch deer this time. You'll smell nice and clean. And he's like, no.
Crystal's asking, yeah, we got the cowboy killers on. That's what gives me another inch. The cowboy boots.
All he needs is an inch.
That's it.
That inch got you in trouble one day.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Any questions on the
As
mid?
Pam tells you, it's not the size. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Hold on that one.
So back to hunting.
I'm saving myself on that one. I'm not going to say nothing bad. I don't get in trouble.
And
No,
there's nobody. We only got 3 people in the room tonight.
Oh, wow.
So then we got what the 13th is Ernie, Stacy, Jenny's here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's coming
That'll
up.
be a good night.
That's gonna be interesting. Then you got something. This is sold out for this weekend. You have it's this weekend, right?
Yeah.
That you have Satori and
Sold out.
Cody and John and Chris from Jersey Paranormal are all going to be here, and that's
Oh,
sold out
shit.
already.
I'll have to stop by and say hi. I'm going to see John, Chris.
$50.
To say hi. What if I bring a pizza? Does that?
$27.50.
Oh, okay.
Depending what's on the pizza, it could be.
Yeah. If you bring anchovies,
Yeah.
we're charging the full price. Goose anchovies.
Laxatives in the pizza.
That's
Enjoy.
a strong.
Laxative?
That's a strong.
You gonna put a laxative in there? No. Don't know if I want that.
Man, he don't need help.
But no, it's going to be a good night. I'm looking forward to it.
It'd be like this. Oh yeah, this is, I think it's this button.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I just go like a Kevin. I go,
I don't like you.
Don't like you very much.
I don't like you at all.
So what night is everybody coming here? That Saturday night?
For
I'm saying Chris and John. And
I'm not sure on that. That's
Sam said they're starting to roll in on Friday, but
Are
I
they?
think Saturday's the.
I'm curious if-
Investigating and stuff.
because I know John was meeting with the mayor of Woodbridge yesterday. I think I saw on Facebook to try to get the approval for next year.
Yeah, I thought it was already approved. but I'm
Oh,
not
maybe
sure.
it was. I didn't. You know, my Facebook is so screwed up. I don't see things till like
I
4
turned
days
you up.
later.
You were canceling out on me. Yeah.
Your
I'm
P-
saying Facebook. I don't see things for like 4 days.
I know it's like sometimes
all
Susan will
ads.
post something. Did you see that? See what? There's nothing there.
Then I feel bad. You know, I miss people's birthdays unless I don't look it up. But oh, Stephanie, I miss her too.
That's what's going on. I know what it did.
What, you turning me off?
No, I put your noise gate on,
Oh,
and you're really high there. So let me turn you down.
that's better.
But you see how you can hear that cancel spot in the middle?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm adjusting. People, you can adjust all this. I'm trying to do this while we're doing the show, so it helps me out in a way. But we are canceling constantly. I'm just going to take that effect off.
Stephanie Haggerty, when you coming back up?
Hold on.
And,
They're not hearing you because I'm playing with your mic.
oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
He's like doing that. He likes cutting me out.
Still canceling. Hold on. There it is. No expressor. There it goes. Just took it off.
But guys, if you have any questions on any of the equipment, reach out to us. We'll answer as best we can on this and get you guys the answers of what we use and how we use it.
Do you notice you got your hum back? You hear that hum?
Yeah, I hear that.
All right. That's when I go through here. That's what I was trying to do. But what it was doing, now it's gone. See, it's gone. So, but it cancels me and comes. See,
Either once it goes out. Yeah.
yeah.
It's canceling out for whatever it is.
I don't know if you can hear me, Stephanie, but I was seeing next time you were coming up.
We'll deal with the hum. So we're not canceling.
There we go.
Let's turn this down.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions on the stuff we use, how our setup's set up, we'll give you information on that. We'll start having we're having other things come in there too. We're going to have a guest that we're going to bring in every so often.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be our in between of what kind of restaurants and where's he at. And yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Guys, give us a moment. We're going to take a
Commercial break.
I almost forgot about those. I can't forget those. And we'll be back in 5. Anyways, guys, like I said, if you have any questions on anything, let us know. We'll be happy to answer it. Steve's pretty knowledgeable about all the Tascam mixcasters and stuff like that.
You
And
will pull the comments if there's any.
yeah, let's get the comments back.
It's just how I read it.
Oh, I hope so.
It says fans. You don't want you to take away his fans.
Oh, there he is.
That's good, Drew.
Well, if you're coming, Stephanie, shoot me a message or a text.
Did you like the stock toilet paper, Charmin?
No one likes sandpaper.
Single ply.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric's here. Hey, Eric. Give me a call. We got to talk to you. Give me a call like in a half hour.
Yeah, we got to get set up for bringing Eric in there.
He'll want to join us on. I'm sure he's going to want to join us on that
Yeah,
haunted house. Something he loves doing.
yeah, that'll be interesting. So,
Yeah, if he wants to, take my spot.
oh no, you're going.
Oh, by the way, Eric, just between you and I never got the picture of that hot water heater. Did you forget to take that picture? This hot water heater went.
You said between you and him, there's whoever's on here is. It's not
It's
just
all
you
right.
and him.
He said, will do.
You will do.
But
Anyway,
Eric, how we sounding? We sound all right?
why don't you see
he's
if
on the
Eric
other
will
side.
Let's see if Eric will call you on your phone. See how that comes across.
Yeah, we can try that. Let's just see how it works through the midcast. Let me Bluetooth to the midcast.
Eric,
Eric, I have you call my phone in a minute. Hold on, let me get Bluetooth into it.
if you don't mind. Put Eric on the spot.
Couldn't connect. Oh, I don't have the Bluetooth on. Hold on.
Where's you on airplane mode?
It works better if you put it on blue.
Right, but I'm saying, where's you on airplane
I got to
mode?
pair it
Yeah,
to.
your
No,
phone's
we're
on
going to
airplane
pair it.
mode.
You're on airplane mode, remember?
Well, no, I took it off.
No.
I should be
Sometimes we have to make him remember.
pairing.
He said you even reacted to it.
I did. I did. I guess I answered it. I've been fried lately. I don't know.
I know.
Oh, like
Remember, Stephanie, when we were at the bash and we, what's the place next door?
That's the what's the name of the mansion, Steve?
The hop.
The Aller House?
No, it started with an 8.
Connected for audio. All right. If he calls me now,
Is it Hoffman?
That farm, yeah, I think it was Hoffman.
give me a call there, Eric. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, the Hoffman. I think it's the Hoffman.
I
Yeah.
think it is.
Yeah, we went in there. It was
Interesting.
definitely interesting. Yeah, that's
So imagine
for sure.
spending the night in that.
No. There's like catacombs downstairs. Or like I don't know how to
There's catacombs down
not
there?
catacombs, but it just seemed like tunnels. And it was very muddy and murky and
Eric, call my phone.
Yeah, respirator, is that what you said?
no, I'm trust me, I'm not worried about that.
I think this will work. This US 42. I'll let John and Chris use this one. I think
Years
they're
ago, it
doing
was
it.
sort of neat in Georgetown, DC.
Hoffman.
There was
Yes.
some homes sort of close to the Potomac there. They had in the basement, they had these tunnels that ran down to the damn river. And at some point back in the Civil War period, pre-Civil War, they were used by the Underground Railroad. They would have free, the blacks coming up on the river's edge, and they would hide in these tunnels up toward the homes. And some of them were still open. We got in and people let us get in their basement, go in there with recording equipment. I'm telling you, we picked up a lot of really weird stuff, man.
Oh, I bet.
It was
Did you say
crazy.
you call or
A lot of it almost sounded like human cries.
what happened?
Afraid of.
Oh, he can't call him.
You can talk to him.
Hello?
Why don't you just go on?
Can we hear you? Hold on. I know you can hear me. I'm trying to hear you. I think we just we got back on when we were disconnected for a second. Hold on. Let me see if I
Our
can
drive
see
is
it.
full.
Okay. I think I could be on this. Now talk.
Okay.
There you go. Now I hear you.
All right.
So you're coming over now.
Hey, that works.
Yes, it does. Just want to make sure. Keep talking for a second. I want to see if I can do some adjustments on you.
Let's see. What do you want me to say?
Just keep
Anything and
talking.
everything. What are you drinking tonight, Eric?
Nothing, unfortunately.
So
Well, iced tea.
trying that
So I gotta
out.
make sure I put
Noise
some
suppressor
carbon
on.
acids.
Just keep talking there, buddy. I'm doing some adjustments.
Talking.
Now you sound good.
Hey, nice. That's a good setup you got going there.
Thanks.
Sounds pretty good so far. As long as the cameras stop going off on me, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that with the new angles and stuff, it's a nice addition.
Yep. And once his cameras stay on, batteries don't die. He forgets to charge things.
You know that was plugged in. I got 2 more cameras coming.
There'll be one show we won't have any problems.
Hey, you know, it's a new. Every time we add something new to it, it's kind of interesting what happens. That's
Good.
weird that told me the hard drive's full. So we got that. That's pretty cool. Now we could actually have the callers call in on it. So.
Yeah. They call right in. So how's the people? Someone write in chat. Stephanie, I see you're in there. Can you hear Eric just fine?
Hello.
Say hi to Stephanie. She's on.
Hi,
there.
Stephanie.
So Eric, do you have anything new going on?
Not lately. I've just been catching up with a lot of projects. A lot of stuff that on my archives. I've been working on editing a ton of video and whatnot. It's kind of been sitting there for a while, so I figured this would be a good time during kind of the slow season and the holidays to finally get some of that stuff done.
Right.
That's cool.
So
She said, yeah. Yep.
yeah, okay, she can hear you, so that's good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang up on your ass. And then,
I hang up on you first.
and I want to talk to you about the Doss house. So give me a call like in how much longer we got? 10 minutes?
Yeah, we got another 5 minutes.
Another 5 minutes. So call me like in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
I'll talk to you then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
So that's how the Mixcaster gets phone calls.
Yep. Right to the phone, right to the Mixcast, and I could change his voice probably if I wanted.
We're going to mess around with that. We're going to see if we can do that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
I'm sure I could. I could go in here and let's see, hit the Bluetooth. Yeah, there is voice settings. So talk music. Yeah, but no, it doesn't allow me to change his voice. Wait. Oh, I could have changed it. I could have. Yeah.
So Andrew, if we do this place, what do you think? What you're thinking on this?
I mean, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I'm always up for a good investigation. But yeah, I get freaked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you know,
It's the fun part.
It could be kind of interesting to see what happens.
I enjoy it because it keeps me on my toes. You know, and
Well, it's like-
it also it just has me not question everything in a bad way, but just question just how why and how things happen. You know what I mean?
We're gonna ask one question right now. Your daughter just walked in the room.
I know it's a school night. I gotta get her.
Who is who's braver, you or your dad?
Oh.
You didn't see that, folks.
And she just put him under the front wheels of a rear-wheel drive car and drove over him backwards.
No, we'll get him toughened up when we take him over to one of the haunts and do an investigation with him and see how he is.
I'm thinking back, Stephanie, at the bash, and I'm walking outside, and she's like, "Come on, let's go over to the bonfire." And I'm like, "All right." So we start walking, and I didn't realize she got sidetracked or distracted or started talking to somebody while we were walking. I'm walking in front of her, and I get all the way down there to the fire, and I'm like, "Man, that's a big fire, huh?" And I look around, and I'm like, I'm talking to myself. She totally ditched me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's a good night.
recap. I'm gonna give this information out one more time.
Oh, Eric says you should bring cocoa.
Ah, shoot. There it goes again.
Yeah. picked up.
I just want to give you guys some information as soon as I go back about Eric's thing. I gotta find out on my phone here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's back on. Okay, good. All right, so
What's going on up there? I keep going on.
it's
A wire?
No, it's just the way the camera is. It's doing the same thing again.
Okay.
So
Services Celebration Life for Eric Julian is Saturday, December 7th, at the Conklin Funeral Home in 30 North Chestnut Street, Dillsburg, PA. 2 o'clock. Visitation starts at 1 p.m. You can send flowers over there if you want. There's if you go on Eric's wall, my wall, or any one of his friends' wall, I'm sure it's on there. You can click on that and send flowers. There is a donation. There's a tribute wall. If you want to donate, I think it's going to Josie's college fund to help her with college now that Eric's not here. There's a lot. Just go to the site on Eric's page. You just scroll down, I think one or two posts, you'll see it on there. And you can put a tribute on the wall to share a memory. So Saturday be hard. I'll be talking. Pam will be talking. Like I said, Eric was part of the bash. He was one of our founders with us. He's been with us from day one. I'll say a lot more when we're at the celebration of life. So this has been hard for the past couple of days. So I was in the hospital with him and his wife and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's rough.
figured I had to be there.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on with this next investigation when we hear from the owners, and we'll set that up
sounds good.
and get that going. All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching tonight, guys. I know it's kind of an interesting what we did tonight. We're going to bring you different things coming up. So we will see you soon. Anything else?
Yeah. Just you see a veteran, take care of them. Say hello. Don't forget our veterans.
All right, guys. Be nice to everybody. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.